Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So today we are having a look at the Neo Geo Pocket Color, the Neo Geo Pocket and not the Neo Geo Pocket Color. That's what we're having a look at today. Now, originally when I first ran this core, guys, I got it working. I just don't know how it worked. Like, I tried different BIOSes, but by the end of it, I had done so much experimentation. When I got it working, I don't even remember what I did to actually get it working, but it's improved a lot since then. Hotego has received feedback, which he's acted upon from the community, from people on his Discord. The updaters have done a great job. In fact, the updaters, as soon as as soon as I ran the updater, and it just it got everything for me. Everything just worked. Now, what's really great about this as well is, for example, right now we're running Metal Slug, right? So let's maybe go through the games. There's not too many games. We'll have a look at the games list that's available. So what you need to do is, if you press select, right? So usually, like with other stuff, you'll go here, you'd go load cartridge. In fact, let's try that. Let's see if it works from the menu. No, see, here you go, it crashes the system. So what you need to do here is, if you press the select button, or in arcade calls the coin button, right? Let's press that, and what it does, okay, all right, let me exit the core and crashed it. I've crashed it. So let's go back out. I just wanted to see if you could actually reset the core. Or you could pick another game just by doing it in the menu. We can't, and the purpose of this video is, guys, you know what, I've kind of got less time now, so you're going to find on the channel, I'm still going to be doing my weekly news video, but I'm not always going to have the opportunity to do as many videos as I can. So I'm going to try and do live streams, because so I'm going to do the weekly, news video, the Saturday one. That's always a priority over everything else. And then after that, I want to do live streams, because that gives me, I feel like live streaming is me socializing. I'm chatting, I'm playing, I'm doing all of that. So what you do is, when you're running this, and right, so we pick the game, we're going to run a game. The game, it's going to go straight into the game. So what used to happen originally was, you would load it and the system would load, then you would have to load a game. Now, when you pick a game, it boots into like the system, then it goes into the game that we're seeing here now. If you want to change a game, you press select, and it kind of resets the Neo Geo Pocket virtually, or however Hotego has implemented it. Yeah, and then you select your other game and it works. So we can go through a few games. Just want to say hi to everyone that's there. I can see Third Strike Mike's put a comment there from when I started. Third Strike Mike, it's not public yet. No, I even put in the title beta core, but that's at the very end of the title, so I can see how that's easily missed. But I hope everyone's having like a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, wherever you are. Now, the games on this system are good. There's not many, but guys, like, it's a great little system. Like, I have to say, I really liked it when my brothers had it and I played it. I play it around my cousins he's got like 2 of them, and we link up and play stuff. Has this crashed on me? Okay, so this is still a work in progress core. I was playing some other games. Baseball Stars isn't something I regularly play, but let's just see. And let's so I press select twice there, so I wonder what happens. So let's see what happens. Okay, so that's booted that up. Let's see if we can start into a game. Was that an abnormality just there? Is it? Hopefully it's going to boot us into the game. It's not going to crash. Now, I know there's a compatibility list, but I'm kind of just going in here trying to try everything out. So, okay, Baseball Stars, we've not had much joy on. So I'm pressing the select button, and with the select button, we're going to go over now, and let's pick the next game in the list. So load cartridge, and I don't know what this is. Doko Demo Mahjong. Okay, it's going to be a Mahjong game. I'm not really too into Mahjong. To be honest, I don't even know how to play Mahjong. Right, okay, Nerd, the shaders are available, so let's run through the shaders. Why not? Here you go. So there you go. You got a CRT Triniton, you got grayscale LCD, here we go, reflective color LCD. So you've got the whole bunch of them. You haven't got the green screen Game Boy one. I think that one only kind of works on the Game Boy core. Original Game Boy Color LCD Plus, Game Boy, backlit color LCD, and then we've got the Game Boy Advance one, and then we've got the GBA SP101. I quite like the GBA SP101 when I'm playing it in handheld mode, but for the sake of the stream and depending on what device you guys are watching it on, it might ruin the user experience. I really do like that one. Like, to my eyes, that looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. You're gonna play Mahjong? You might as well play Mahjong in red, right? So let's go into the menu and let's go into display mode and just go back to normal rather than cycling through all of them. Okay, so running so far. So if you're a Mahjong head, hopefully we can get into game. Okay, why is it not? Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Don't really know much about Mahjong. All I know is a Street Fighter player, Daigo, that used to follow. He gave up Street Fighter for a bit and he played Mahjong for a while. I think there's a lot of gambling associated to it. So, King of Fighters round 1 now. This crashed for me earlier. I'm hoping there is more compatibility. Like, so what happened with this core is when it came out, I was having issues with it. Some stuff was working, some stuff wasn't. So I actually decided, you know what, let me leave this core alone for a bit, right? And then I'll come back to it a little while later and revisit it. So yesterday I added it to the Analogue Pocket. I thought, let me have a little play on it. I played some Samurai Showdown. I think round 1 crashed for me, but Samurai Showdown 2 worked for me. And I was like, yeah, I played a little bit of Metal Slug. And everything was just very, very easy, because before there was issues with this. You know, there was issues with this. Tago's not known for doing console cores. He's a person that does arcade cores. Not to say he's any less talented in doing everything, but he's definitely more experienced on the arcade side. And this is one of the ones that gave him a headache. He kind of restarted it from scratch, and that's what we have now. Nerb, we can try Mega Man Battle work, no problem. So there's core still in beta. Third Strike Mike. No idea when this will actually make a public release. Absolutely no idea. Ooh, I'm a pro. Let's go pro mode, right? I got to pick my girl Maya, man. Maya's awesome. Let's go to girls. Let's go maybe Yuri as well. And I like how the character select screen is. If we think we've got a small screen, and then you kind of cycle through the different kind of character teams that you've got on here. Now at the moment, controls, you can't do the controls. So if we go to controls, it's not selectable at the moment, which is a shame, because for fighting games, what I would like to do is, at the moment, the controls are, so if we're talking like Nintendo layout, right, B would be punch and A would be kick, but I would rather have it Y as punch and B as kick. So it's more of that horizontal. Oh, sorry, I'm going back now. What am I doing? I'm kind of used to, I've gone beginner mode now. Let's go back. Let's go advanced mode. Right, let's try and pick the characters. So yeah, hopefully we will get stuff like button config in this soon, because I'm okay with a button config how it is for the majority of games. What I don't really like the button config for is for fighters. I want the punch, and I want the punch to be at the top, like the Street Fighter buttons, you know, 3 buttons at the top, or like the way I play SNK games, 2 punch buttons at the top, 2 kick buttons at the bottom, you know, left, okay, awesome. Has she got, can I do half circle here? So I'm using the 8-bit though Pro. I'm actually using a Bluetooth controller. I actually like it, and the input latency surprisingly it's very, very low on this. I'm very, very surprised with a Bluetooth controller, but I find as far as compatibility goes, it just has great compatibility. But as you can see, this is cute. Now, I never liked the little nub on the Neo Geo Pocket. Now, don't get me wrong, playing stuff like Metal Slug on it was fine. Playing fighters on it for some reason, I always had difficulties moving it down back. Down back was very, very difficult for me. Hey, Two-Face12, how you doing, man? Yeah, so I always had difficulties doing down back, because like my cousin who comes, he might even come on the stream. If you see him on this, his username is like Jar Jar Binks something. I don't know why he chose Jar Jar Binks. That's like the worst Star Wars character out there. I don't know if that's a troll account he made or something, but he's really, really good. He does my soldering, he does all the mods. So he's modded like a couple of Neo Geo Pockets, and he loves the handheld. And you know, when I got around to his house, we play 2 players sometimes on the Neo Geo Pockets, and I'm always eating combos, because I think to myself, you know what, I'm moving it down back, but I'm not quite moving it down back, you know, it's just slightly out. But I think for fighters, I'm more of a stick guy on them. I mean, I'm not saying I'm great at fighters, you know, I'm great against people that have never played fighters, but when I go arcade, I get my butt handed to me, man. The bar's very, very high these days, you know, and you know, it's all about having fun. Right, that's what we want. We're here for fun. Yeah, the classic boy 97. The core's awesome, man. It's great, and I have to say, even though it's available for the MiSTer and the Analogue Pocket, guys, for me, this core, it thrives on the Analogue Pocket because I want it on a handheld. You know, like I always say, guys, I like my handheld gaming. So often games that are meant for the bigger screen, I'll play them on a Steam Deck. You know, I'll play them. I'll play them on a Steam Deck. I'll even play them on like an Android device, the Switch. It's the way my lifestyle is, right? There's just something about once I've done everything for the day, I've chilled, I've dealt with the kids, you know, dealt with all the family stuff, right? There's just nothing like lying down in bed and playing a good handheld. Like I guess that's my way of escaping, and it has been for a long time. From when I was young, from when I had the Game Boy, you know, when I was older and a lot of my friends got out of games, I used to take a handheld with me, you know, like the 3DS, the DS, you know, the Game Boy, the PS Vita, whatever handheld was out there, I pretty much had it, right? And I've just always liked it. I mean, I've gone places where you're hanging with friends and, you know, you want to be in each other's company, but I'm like, you know what, I need to get my games on, right? So I've always liked the handheld stuff. But guys, any other requests in here? If you've got requests, put them in block capitals. I mean, we can pretty much go through most of the games. Yo, my boy, Retro Tuner. Yeah, okay, has there been an right, so Retro Tuner, there may have been an update, but it was a while ago. I haven't looked at this for a while. Like, I just decided to myself I was going to wait a while, and then yesterday I just kind of had the urge to play it on my Pocket, and I put it on there, and I was surprised at how well it is. Now, I'm not sure if the actual core's been updated itself, or just the quality of life improvements, you know, just how the games load, everything just works nicely on there, you know. Like, honestly, okay, so I had Artego's kind enough to give me early access to stuff, which is nice of him. So, you know, that's top secret. I never ever reveal it or anything like that, but I had access to this, you know, like a few days before, so I had to test it, but I found it very, very difficult to get up and running. Like, you know, it wasn't the normal way of doing stuff, the way everything went in. It was more like an arcade core structured. So I'm not the most tech savvy guy. So I spoke to some guys on like the Discord. They kind of helped me out, and I was able to kind of get it working, but it was a little bit difficult, and I wanted to revisit it. And revisiting it, guys, like now it's just wicked. The update, as long as you get the ROMs yourself, the updater will get everything else for you. It will get you the BIOS files that you require. It will do everything for you, right? You just need to put the ROMs on there. So at one point, I think the ROMs were working as .bin. I had to rename all my ROMs to .ngp now, the same ROMs. So they work, but now it works really, really well. I mean, I've just got to say it works amazingly well. Like, it works. I mean, some games crash, but whatever works, you just simply, we'll do it again. I'll take this round, and guys, give me a game to play. Yeah, give me a game in block capitals. It can be either. I think I've got most of them on here. You know, there might be some missing, but I've got like all the black and white ones, and then I've got all the color ones that are compatible. In fact, I've got all the color ones as well. But what I did was I've made a separate folder of the color games that are compatible with the black and white Neo Geo Pocket. So that's that, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely Retro Tuner, try it now. And guys, I've got to give a shout out to Retro Tuner, man. Check out his YouTube channel. Very, very awesome guy. He done like, man, and I think the longest stream I've done is maybe like just over 3 hours. My guy here done like a 4.5 hour stream on Saturday night, man. I was at work. I was watching some of it. I could only chat when I was on my phone, and then I kind of had the rest of it on my work PC, where I'm never ever logged on. I never ever log in from my work PC unless I go into an incognito browser. But you know, I can watch his stream without logging in, and I kind of had it on in the background. It's absolutely awesome. Check it out. He's most recently been doing that rotation stick, which is absolutely fantastic. I was very tempted to get one, but guys, I'm so restricted for space. I've already got a whole bunch of arcade sticks, and I've got more around a friend's house. So I was like, okay, you know, let me just kind of leave it as well. Plus, you know what? I got to stop spending money. You know, unless my YouTube channel becomes massive, and I'm making lots of money out of it, because hey, let's face it, I'd love to do this for a living. Research this stuff full time, you know, have the video out there. I mean, not crazy money, like £3,000 clear a month would be okay. That would be absolutely amazing. But hey, until that time comes, I've got to watch my spending. So that goes to show, guys, if you've not hit that like button or you're not subscribed, I really do appreciate it. It really, really does help me grow. Oh, I see Turf Masters there. That's the only one. Oh, okay. Neo Turf Masters. Yep, let's do Neo Turf Masters. So, oh, sorry, I'm making a mistake here. So let's press the select button. Screen should go white. which virtually kind of resets the system or turns it off. So let's go core settings, load cartridge, and Neo Turf Masters, which might be, okay, I might need to go into the other folder, which is this one that I made here, Neo Geo Pocket Color backwards compatible, and Neo Turf Masters. Guys, like, seriously, this is such a relaxing game. Wicked. Yeah, we'll test that all. I better get all right, we'll go through all of them, guys. You might need to remind me. I'm gonna get check the demo. I'm gonna write stuff down now because that usually helps in keeping up with it. All right, so right, Pocket Tennis, definitely. Really like the soundtracks for these games as well, guys. Bear with me, I'm just writing the stuff down. And also, just to let you know, I was on night shift yesterday, so I'm in you know, running on fumes mode. But I like doing streams, you know. It's a lot of fun, and I can kind of switch off. It's a lot more fun than doing videos, I'll tell you that now. It's just, you know, you have a bit of time, you play, you have fun, you chat, you socialize with your internet buddies, and when you're done, you're done. In fact, I've got to go on find some toys for AliExpress, right? Oh, Metal Gear second mission doesn't work, only the first one does. But you know what, we can try it, right? So we go Metal Slug 1 and 2. Right, I'll tell you a funny story, right? Because that's one of the things we do here. We do little stories while we're playing, right? So I've told my boys, like, all my kids, they're very, very good. The boys have been trained, they've been trained in jiu-jitsu. They're training boxing now for like a number of years, right? Let's play this and do it as well. So so I've told them, look, if someone hits you in school, you need to make sure you hit them back, right? And I said, look, they've got a condition. When someone hits them and they hit them back, they get a toy. So, you know, one guy pushed one of my eldest son at school, and my son pushed him back, and then he tried to come at him, so my son punched him. It wasn't reported to the teachers or anything. It kind of got sorted in the playground. But I've explained to my son that, look, if the school want to call me in, I'll come and speak to them, and if they say he hit someone, I'll be like, well, that person hit them first. I'll say, you need to nullify the problem of someone else hitting my kid, because I'm quite happy to tell the teachers that I've taught my kids that if anyone hits them, they're to hit them back. But I've got to get them a toy, so I think I kind of want to check AliExpress to see if I can find something a little interesting out there, you know, something a little bit different. And maybe we can have a look on Amazon to find the same thing, to see if we can get it quicker, if the price isn't too much higher, because, you know, when you're kids, you don't want to wait for stuff. But yo, Analogue told me, my bro, how you doing? A fellow parent in the house as well. So yeah, the kids have that's just one of the things I've got with the kids, you know, like they're good kids. They don't, I know everyone says that about the kids, but like they don't hit anyone in school. Don't get me wrong, they fight with one another all the time. That's normal. They fight. The two brothers annoy each other. But in school, I've told them that you get hit, and this is advice for you. I mean, I can't advise you on your kids. This is just how I do my thing, chicken wing. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I've just told them, look, you know, hit them back. Come on. Okay, I'm not paying attention to this. I need to pay attention to like what bat I'm using, how far the maximum power goes, and then to kind of use it. And you can see heavy, rough there. So yeah, that was it. You know, and as a father, I'm proud a little bit. You know, it's like, you know, I'm glad when my son come home and he told me the whole thing, and he said he hit them back, because if they don't, I tell them off. I'm like, look, if you do that, the person's, because hey guys, you know, we're older now, but we remember in school, right, that when somebody, not a bad shot, you know, when someone hits you, you need to fight back, right? And my boys are in primary school, so they're like, you know, one's just turned 8 actually, so they're 8 and like 9.5, right? So yeah, good stuff. As long as they aren't starting it. Yeah, that's it. They're not starting it. Unloved homie. I know that. They're like my daughter, right? She's 15 now. I put her in. She done Wing Chun for like, I think 3 years when she was little. She'd be able to knock out a man. She was very, very good at it. But you know, she's one of them girls that, you know, in school, right? When all the kids are coming out, she's always the last one out. The other kids are like, you know, kind of not pushing the person, but you know that Assassin's Creed style shove where you just kind of navigate people out your way. Everyone's doing that, and she's coming out last, and there's politeness there, you know. But yeah, she, you know, and in the end, she said to me, "Look, Dad, I don't like it." So then I had to kind of take her out of it after a few years, you know, when she got a little bit older. But her choice, really, you know. As a father, I think it's important that they know self-defense, because you know what, times can be rough out there, man. In the UK, with kids now, like secondary school kids, there's a lot of knife crime, man. They've all got knives. Like I've seen it firsthand. It's insane, you know. You don't think it, but man, there's a lot of there's a lot of knife crime out there, and hopefully all that stuff can be avoided. But you know, in school, people fight. That's what happens, you know. I got into fights in school. It was all fist fights. I got beat up a few times, and I beat up people a few times. Now, you know, it's just one of those things growing up. It just happens. Pride comes in. You make fun of each other. You know, things just happen, right? That's just how it happens. Right, let's go in after this one. Should have paid attention. Oh no! All right, what's next? Let me get on the list. I'm embarrassed by this one, right? Let's go Pocket Tennis next now. Which I feel, I'm so used to going into the menu and picking the game. No, reset the system. Right, now let's pick the cartridge. And Pocket Tennis. Is it one of the... Oh, here we go. We'll go Pocket Tennis Color, because that should be compatible, even though we're not going to have it in color. Guys, also, like Neo Geo are absolutely genius with their splash screens, right? I absolutely love the standard Neo Geo, you know, the boot up screen, the logo, and I really do like the one for this as well. Okay, so this isn't doing it. Let me press select again. Let's go load cartridge, and let's load the black and white version, right? So let's go. Oh, hold on, was I in the color folder, or let's have a look. Let's give this a shot again. See, we might need to reset the core a few times. Like I said, it's still a work in progress core. No, definitely. Let me exit the core again, just because we know it kind of works fresh then. So this is definitely a work in progress core, but it's come along nicely. When I do play stuff on here, it feels great. And yeah, it feels great, especially the fighters. The fighters just feel more responsive, especially when I'm playing it in like handheld mode. It's still not categorized in a handheld. I think you can do that via the updaters now, so that'll be interesting. Elemental Pocket Tennis. Okay, Pocket Tennis. Are we on Pocket? No, Pocket Tennis. Okay, there's two of them there, right? Pocket Sports Series. So let's try the first one. Hopefully this will run. We might have to go through that initial setup again. Someone was asking about horoscopes. Yeah, I think that's likely on here, man. It's just not something I'm ever interested in. Right, let's have a look. I know, further. I'm actually, as I say, LOL, laughing out loud, teaching them the way of the ninja. Yeah, they're like, Dad, how come we always see you? He say, they mock me, they make fun of me, like, hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. They're like, Dad, you always start like that, and then they start like mimicking me and just annoying and everything. Get them a speedball. What's a speedball, bud? Not sure what that is. Okay, thinking of getting the Pocket. You know what? The 00. If you like FPGA gaming, if you like your MiSTer, and you want like the closest handheld equivalent you can get to that, grab yourself a Pocket, man. I absolutely love it. Then the biggest negative I have with the Analogue Pocket is the D-pad. The D-pad's just not that great. It's not the worst D-pad out there, but man, like for what the device is and what the device can do, it's just not. It just doesn't do the device justice. I was really hoping there'd be some kind of community fix for it. Maybe another D-pad you could order from, I don't know, AliExpress, Amazon, whatever. And yeah, you could then replace that D-pad, but no one's come out with anything. I've probably got a friend that can kind of look into. I want to go Andy, right? You know why? Because my friend Andy D, man. Andy D, wicked. Hope you're around. Oh, wicked, yeah. Do some Neo Turf Masters. So you do it. So AM, are you doing Neo Turf Masters on? Are you doing a Neo Geo Pocket version, or are you gonna do the Neo Geo one? Because that without a doubt is the best golf game. The Neo Geo version and Neo Turf Masters, absolutely fantastic. And I'm pretty sure the Neo Geo CD version has got like a different soundtrack and maybe some additional characters and courses. I know there's stuff on there. I've definitely heard about it. I just can't remember what it is because, you know, my memory is like a sieve. You know what? Something about tennis games on these handhelds, right? Who remembers that one on the Game Boy, the DMG one, right? You know I love my Game Boy DMG. And the DMG tennis is just, it's fantastic, man. Whoops. Double fault, no. let's see if we can pull it. Again, this is a great system, but I have to say it's definitely more suited to a handheld. Like, I know some people like playing stuff on a big screen. Is like, for example, on the MiSTer FPGA Discord, there's a few people I've had a discussion with. Oh, SNK Kev, thank you very much, man. Always too kind, man. Always too kind, dude. So I think one of the biggest developers and one of the people behind like the Discord, Kitterings, she likes she's not a fan of handheld gaming in general, you know. So there's some people out there, there's others that I speak to as well, they strictly like gaming in front of the TV, even if they're playing like the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy. A lot of people like playing in front of the TV, and you know what, guys, I get that if that's how you like doing your thing. I play bigger stuff on smaller TVs, so for me, playing games that are meant to be on a handheld are bliss, you know. Everything is really, really good, because sometimes I'm playing something on a Steam Deck, it's meant for a big screen, man. I have to use that magnifying feature to make the text bigger, just so, you know, I can read some of the text, or I've got to, you know, actually get a magnifying glass and apply it to it to get that stuff. So handheld games, there's a whole good bunch out there. Now, I'm not familiar with every game on this system. Okay, let's do a lob shot. No. Okay. Again, a great system, guys, and this is currently in beta. So in order to get access to this, guys, you would need to be a patron subscriber of Hotego. Again, I always point out I'm not financially affiliated with Hotego. I'm just a really big fan, man. And you know, one of the great things since doing the channel is I've got to meet a lot of my FPGA heroes. You know, Martin Dondon, Mazamars, Hotego. You know, top guys, and it's amazing having a chat with these guys, you know. And like, I never thought when I started my channel that I'd be dealing with these guys in some capacity. It's just absolutely, it's amazing. It's like, you know, I guess I haven't really been starstruck apart from, you know, my dealings there. Right, let's go to the next game, because apparently I can't even serve the ball. Right, Mega Man Battle. I don't know, is there a black and white version? Let's have a look. Oh, again, let's go reset the core. I just keep forgetting to do that. Always remember when I go in here, no, you need to reset the core. So, right, we're in the Neo Geo Pocket folder. Okay, so, you know what I haven't got? I don't think I've got all the Japanese set on it. Hopefully, there is... okay, sorry, wrong folder. Right, let's see. Is it Mega Man? All right, okay, it's not here. But guys, you know what? Well, why not? Why not? Well, let's try the color version. Okay, I haven't actually got... Is it something else? Is it called Rockman, or what's the exact title of the Mega Man game, guys? I may not have it. We can do Retro Tuner. We can do Baseball Stars. I think that crashed. I ran it at the beginning. Just writing that down while we have a look at that. Right, where is it? I'm sorry, guys. Again, running on that night shift mode. I might be missing it. I don't think I've got Mega Man. Maybe I don't have the Japanese set on here. Note to self: get the Japanese games on there. Try and have everything on there before doing a stream. So. Let's have a look. Okay, at least this way you can see my games list, right? So let's go back out. And, right, okay, haven't got the Mega Man one. I don't think the Mega Man works, you know. So that might be it. But it would have been nice to kind of try that, right? So we've got Samurai Showdown, right? So let's go back out. So Samurai Showdown 1, guys, it kind of crashed for me. Let's have a look. Maybe it's going to work now. But I'm a big fan of Samurai Showdown. I suck at the game, but man, they're so stylish, and they play so different from other beat 'em ups. Oh, Joseph Rockman, yeah. All right, we'll have a look under R next time in case I skipped right past it, right? So we can have a look. Wiki. Okay, so again, love the intros for this, man. The intro for this is just so stylish, so fantastic, and the soundtrack is just absolutely brilliant. Right, we're going to get a picture in now, because I can hear the soundtrack. Is it crashed? Yes, crashed the core. I can't even reset it. So let's... yeah, I'm going to have to exit the core. So this is the... Oh, hold on. Did that... I saw something... Okay, that was the JT logo flashing there. Right, okay, so... Let's go back out. Let's quit the core. We're gonna go restart the core and get back in there. But yeah, there is issues with it. What I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna run Samurai Showdown. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to... I'm gonna like not waste any time. I'm just gonna start pressing the button straight away. So let's go here, Samurai Showdown, Pocket Fighting Series. you know, one thing I kind of like about the MiSTer streams is if there's anything I'm missing, I can quickly add it because I can access my MiSTer via the network. And as far as I know, that's not something I can do with the Analogue Pocket at all. Yeah, fighting games. Yeah, retro tuner fighting games are fantastic on the Pocket, man. They're wicked on the Pocket. They're very. They just feel really well, and they feel really well for a handheld. Like my biggest criticism, all right. Look, it crashes. Look, it's crashed again. Yeah, it's crashed me out of course. So Samurai Showdown is a no-no. Now there could be, maybe I've got a wrong version of the ROM. There could be other variables in here. There might be a way of getting it working. It's just not working for me right now. So Samurai Showdown 2 though, we can run with that because that did actually work for me. I played it and I enjoyed it. I don't know what the better one is. When it comes to the actual Neo Geo, I have to say Samurai Showdown 2 is probably my favorite one. That's the one that I like. That's the one that I played a bit. It's a lot of fun, man. One of my friends is he's very good at it. Very good at the Samurai Showdown games. Right, this should work. Yeah, he does all this crazy. I've seen him do some crazy stuff with. Is it Hanzo? You know, you got the two ninjas. I think one's called Galford. I was going to say Guildford. It might be Guildford, actually. Guildford's an area just outside of London. A friend of mine, actually, the friend that's into Samurai Showdown, he actually used to live in Guildford at one time. If you're watching, Bud, a big shout out to you, Harmonaz. Do miss you, bro. I've replaced my car now, so I can go back on a motorway. So I'll have to come and check you. Check it out. Okay. Is the sound and video very out of sync? Unless something's happened to the stream. I mean, I haven't got the volume too loud, and I don't really like using headphones, so I don't have it too loud, but let me have a look. Nah, sound is cool. Look, when I'm moving that, look, sound is instant in the menu, so hopefully it's not with that stream again, man. Yeah, Galford, there you go. The area is called Guildford, yeah, Galford. Also, guys, Unloved Homie, man, when this first came out, he started using screen filters on like the Neo Geo core, man, and I actually used one of his images for one of my thumbnails, so big shout out to him. So what characters are in here? Right, wow, we've got, okay, Genjuro, is that how you say it? Right, I always kind of, I've got like Hamaru, I like Jubei as well, and then you've got Hanzo, you've got Galford as well. Oh, I wonder if Galford's got the dog in this. Okay, Jubei's really good. Someone recommended me when I was playing on Fightcade, they said if you play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, use Jubei, you'll get on with him. And they were kind of right. Wait, that looks like Akuma, right? But it's not, it's Kazuki. It's got quite a lineup. So we got, okay, 15 characters. That's respectable, right? There might be additional characters as well. Is Nakaruru in here? That'd be interesting. She's, yeah, there's Nakaruru as well. So I wonder if they've got their pets. Let's go Galford. Oh, he's got his dog as well. That is legit. I was kind of thinking maybe we're not gonna get that dog because it might be too much for a Neo Geo Pocket, but it's nice to see the pets in here, man. Nah, I love Homie, man. You're one of my bros, man, from the early days, you know. You're a good guy, man. I always enjoy engaging with you, man. It's amazing, you know. Yeah, go puppy. Oh. Okay. Get! Fetch! It's got command. Okay. Is the sound? I mean, the sound to me sounding okay. Unloved Homie. Is it out of sync here? Hopefully it's not. I hated when that happened last time on one of the streams. It was really annoying because, yeah, it was really annoying because, yeah, kind of, I mean, it was towards the end of the stream, so we kind of went out, and then when I watched the replay, it was terrible, man. I was on an N64 one, and what happened, I remember looking at on Rogue Squadron, I can see the fire coming out, and then I can hear the explosion. I can't remember if it was before or after, but it was terrible, man. There's a PS2 called Run. So Two-Phase 12, the PlayStation core doesn't run on the Analogue Pocket. There is a core available. P-Gate 1 worked on it. I actually, you know, hit them up on Twitter recently and asked. I said, look, are you still working on this core? And they said, not at the moment, because they're very much so into all the tanks, into all the Tang FPGAs that they're working on. So Nanta Mario recently released the SNES on a Tang Nano 25K, I think. So that's Nanta Mario, which was an excellent project, right? And what P-Gate 1 has done is they've made the SNES core on a
a Tang Nano with the 20K with 20,000 logic elements. But the only thing is their one, they don't have the sound in there. So I imagine 25K is like the lowest you'll need, right? So they're really into that. So P-Gate 1 is from what I can see, is there's someone that really enjoys working on the stuff. So they'll do stuff because they enjoy working on it. And at the moment, for them, they're enjoying doing more development on these cheap Tang FPGAs that are out there. So hopefully they'll pick up work on that again. I mean, I can't see the PlayStation running on it properly, but maybe like a slimmed down version of the core that will run, you know, like a certain amount of games, right? So someone asked for Metal Slug 2 and 1. I'm pretty sure 2's not gonna run, but we can start with 2. So what we can do is, let's go back out and let's start with 2, which I'm in fact I'm 100% sure it's gonna work. But you know, you guys asked it. We can crash it and run it again. That's fine. Because I do remember seeing it wasn't backwards compatible when I was looking at the list. I need to. Do you know what? I actually meant to get another ROM. I meant to get another ROM list. Okay, so Metal Slug first. Oh, that's backwards compatible, right? So Neo Geo Pocket Color, right? I actually meant to add the other ones on there. I was like, okay, I've got a couple of sets on here, but I think there's more games. Oh, by the way, is Rockman on here? No, so I haven't got Rockman in here. It's not in the color one, right? Okay, we'll get back to that. Right, Metal Gear Second Mission. Very confident. Again, it's not going to work, but we'll try it out. Okay, so guys, for Unloved Homie, the sound is very off. It's out of sync. Is that the case for you guys as well? Because that truly sucks. I don't know how I can actually resolve that midstream without ending the stream and doing it again. It's not something that ever happened up until recently. Yeah, that doesn't work. So I wonder if this will reset the core. Do I need to restart the core? But we can see if it loads up the first mission. Okay. Oh, cool, that's fine. So, right, Metal Gear Second Mission doesn't work. Yeah, so yeah, guys, if someone else can confirm, is it an issue with Unloved Homie or is it an issue with the stream? Is the sound off? Let me see if there's a menu here. Here you go. Oh, no, it's not making a sound. Let's go set up and just see. Let's put it on. Let's put it on. Okay, let's put it on. All right, we're not going to put it on kids. We'll put it on easy. Oh, retry 9. No, definitely not 0. Okay, cool. All right. Shame there's no like menu sounds on here, but yeah, we'll see if the sound is sound for everyone. Now do like this, okay, like the boot intro music plays intro. Okay, wow, that's very off, man. I really hope that's not the case. That ruins streams, right? That'll ruin it. So that'll just mean from rather than being a long one, I'll have to just kind of cut it short. I hate doing that. Absolutely hate it when that happens. And I don't know what's causing that issue. Just trying to think what I could do to nothing in here that, sorry, I got to remember to press buttons. It doesn't go forward. Look at that. Love the take on the soundtrack on this again. So how do you fire? I'm just wondering how you fire a grenade on this, because he's only got 2 buttons. It hasn't got like a select and a start button or anything. Heavy machine gun. Oh, here comes the helicopter. See, like this part on the Analogue Pocket D-pad it's not really too great, to be honest. You know, like that, getting that diagonal. I mean, you can do it. It's just not as comfortable as doing it on like the pad here that I'm doing. Wow, that guy's going crazy, right? He's coming for me. So guys, do you think Metal Slug should have diagonals? I'm okay with it not having diagonals. It's how it's always been, and I'm happy with that. I don't. Someone I think in a recent video said that they don't like Metal Slug because, or one of the reasons they don't like it doesn't have diagonals, and it kind of said, you know, Contra and stuff like that are better games, which, you know, for some people Contra might be better. I'm a big fan of Contra 3 on the SNES, and you know, it's difficult to say which game. They're very different games. I mean, I like both of them. They're both run and gun games. They play well. I'm just trying to work out if there's a way you can actually. Nah, so there's no grenades in this, right? Let's look at chat. Okay, cool. Guys, anyone else in chat there
that can just confirm if the sound you're hearing is okay, if the sync is okay. Oh, okay, we're gonna be able to make that jump. That's a big ass jump, man. Yeah, I made it. Nice. Guys, this is a great game on the system. Very, very nice handheld version of Metal Slug. I'm pretty sure you can play this all the way through. Again, like, just so great. Let's just so again, like, for me, this looks so much better on a handheld than on a big screen. I mean, don't get me wrong, the art style's okay. Let me know if you guys want me to run a particular filter or anything. We can use, we don't have Neo Geo Pocket specific filters, but there are other filters on there that we can use. So if you want to see like a screen filter, we can run that. But the biggest thing for me at the moment is I really, really do hope that the sound's not out of sync for everyone. Because that really does make the stream suck, man. Yeah, I nearly bought a Neo Geo handheld. My cousin bought one on eBay, really, really cheap, and then he modded it with a kit. And he said to me, look, he was going to sell it on eBay for a little bit of a profit, like, you know. Then he said to me, if I want it, I can have it at cost. And I was contemplating buying it, but then I was like, no, you know what, we're going to get a Neo Geo Pocket Core. I think I'm good. I mean, to be honest, the reason I didn't buy it was the flash cart was quite expensive as well. I think it was like £100, and you can only put like 5 games on it at one point. Put the coffee filter. Oh, wicked. Now I like the dad joke. Here's a really funny thing, right? There's a different company at my work, and they got new coffee machines. And they said to one of the guys that works in the company, do you want all the coffee? And he's like a friend of mine. He didn't want it. And he goes, you know, do you want the coffees? They're changing like their coffee machine and supplier. So I ended up getting like thousands of cups of coffee, man. Like what's that coffee brand? Nespresso. And they're really, really nice. Like there's a really nice caramel one. So here's the funny thing, right? I have a French press at home, and the coffee maker we have at work that we use in our office, it isn't like a commercial one that this workplace had. So the coffee maker at work is like a home one, and I didn't realize the capsules are different. There's two types. They have like business and residential coffee capsules, right? I don't know if some are more, some are less. There's some differences, but they don't fit in the machine. But you know what? Life hack. I've got all those coffees. I gave away loads. I've still got a whole bunch left, mate. I ripped the capsules open with a pair of scissors. I then put the coffee in. I didn't put the coffee into the French press. Oh wow, nice boss fight. I put it on easy now. I'm glad I didn't put it on kid mode because this is quite easy. So yeah, I then put the opened up coffee in the French press. And yeah, and then add it to the French press and make it. And I've been having brilliant coffee for like, I don't know, for the last, I think I got it last year, like month and a half or something. I felt like I gave away too much though, because I gave it away before I realized they wouldn't work in a normal kind of Nespresso, you know, residential coffee machine. I gave them away to all, like loads of my friends at work and like relatives that had coffee machines, only to find out that it doesn't work in those machines. So I told them, look, if you're not gonna use them, you can use them like I have. You can open it up and make them in a French press, or just buy filters from Amazon and add the coffee in the filter and run it through. Just add it in your cup and add hot water. But anyway, wow. Sorry, how do we get onto coffee? Oh yeah, I blame SNK Kev with his reference to coffee. But either way, I got loads of good coffee for free. And that's what I do. Right, even on easy mode, I lost kind of quick. So next up, we're doing baseball stars. If you want your requests coming in, skydiving. Oh, wicked. Oh wow, okay, it's got save, but say right. So in this core, guys, if you do get it and you have got access to it, and you've got access to Hotego's beta cores, save. It doesn't save yet. There's no save ability on this. I think there's like RPGs on here. In fact, we'll look at one after. So well, let's do was it baseball stars, right? So let's do baseball stars. Let's see. Okay, right, okay, let's go. Yeah, that was backwards compatible. Right, let's see if the color backwards compatible version works. If the color backward compatible version doesn't work, I think there's a black and white version of this as well, and we'll run that. Okay, Come on, run. I like baseball games. Right, it crashed for me here on this menu, but I might have been using a different version. Oh, okay. Are we going to get through? I'm just like mashing that button now. So I always like batting, right? Fielding is just bad. Yeah, saves are not working. Yeah, they're not working at the moment, which limits certain games, because you know, one of the games that my brothers really liked on this was Biomotor Unitron, and that's like a Pokemon type game. Okay, this is working, man. Good stuff. Maybe the black and white one wasn't working. We can test that. Out. Okay, they caught that. I'm out. No, come on. Okay. Come on, you can make it. Can't you do the running shot? You know what you see in baseball when they're running, do that little slide. I can't do that slide, man. Have a Stanley French press, tempted to flex it to the younger generations. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Those French presses are good, man. And you know what? Bless my wife, man. Like, she's so cool. Like, she always makes me the coffee and she always washes it. And it's never nice opening all the different compartments of that and cleaning it, right? So, yeah, she always does that. So, she's super awesome, man. Okay, I've never enjoyed like bowling, or what do you call it? Like, you know, whacking the ball out. And I'm so crap at fielding as well, right? I think we need to play something else. Let's have a look at, just for curiosity, I want to go into, just to see, because the what I done? Sorry, wrong button. Okay, is that right? Okay, right. Let's load a game. So let's go core settings, load cartridge. Right, so this was the backwards compatible. So this is the color version with backwards compatibility that was working. What I did try earlier was this one, Baseball Stars, which is just the monochrome version. This one crashed on me, and I just want to know if this still crashes on me, because that'd be interesting. Can't slide into first. I think it's, oh, is that what it is? I didn't know that. Right, okay. Right, I really didn't know that would be a rule. Wow, I would have never thought that. So this crashed for me over here. It looks like it's going through. Okay, cool. Again, you know what? There might be some organic stuff with this. It might not be the same for everyone else. The results might vary, because this earlier on when I played it, it crashed for me. It crashed for me twice, and I can't remember which version I ran. Now, hopefully I haven't spoken too soon, but I want to go and have a look at bat first, because let's face it, batting is the most fun in baseball games. Oh, come on, that's a home run. That's a home run, homie, for unloved homie. Ah, come on. All right, I made it to first base. No. Strike, I swear that was out. Isn't it supposed to be between like that little gap there? That was blatantly out. Foul, okay. Again, foul, right? How many fouls am I allowed? Right, okay, let's move it up and work out. Maybe top corner. No. Strike out. Oh man, look at that. You can see how upset he is there. This guy's sweating. I love it. Look at it. He's sweating. The pressure's on him. He's going to be sweating even more. Ah, that was too early. That was way too early. Right, okay. Am I out? No! All right. Is that okay? We got our last guy now. This one's cool. He's not sweating or anything. He's comfortable. Man. Ah, foul again. Right, what am I doing wrong? He was aiming for me there. Right, okay, let's have a quick look at Biomotor Unitron. Right, what's it saying? Wicked Kato, you know what? That's just me, man. Good gameplay is never guaranteed. Hopefully some entertainment, but never ever good gameplay. And that is the Pixel Cherry Ninja guarantee. Right, so let's go to... Right, so this was their version of Pokemon. We'll run through the bit. Hopefully the intro's not really long, right? Hopefully we can get into some of it, right? But this was a fantastic game on a system. Like, I tried it out a bit. I never fully played it. 199 years ago. So yeah, we're talking quite a while. This is old school now, guys. Right, so let's Let's see what screen filter looks like. Grayscale, I'm kind of looking on my OBS screen to see what it kind of comes across like. Reflective LCD. That's not too bad, guys, but hopefully that's coming out okay for you guys. Let me know what you think of the screen filter. Let's have a look. Okay, that's kind of looking all right to me, and I'll see it soon enough on my mobile screen. I've got my mobile screen down here as well, and hopefully it'll look okay here. Let me see if I can skip it a bit. Okay, I'm a minute behind on my mobile. Right, okay, so load game. Human. Okay, right, so you could be different races in here. Right, okay, again, interesting and very, very cute characters, right? Oh, Lizard Man! You know what, I'm gonna have to be Lizard Man, right? Love it, Rastan Lizard Man, right? And then we've got, what else have we got? What other games have got lizards in it? Soul Calibur Lizard Man, wicked character. Can't play Lizard Man, but absolutely love Lizard Man. Oh, Carl. No, okay. No. Let's go back to Lizard Dude, here we go. Oh, we're just gonna go with the default name Carl then. All right, we're gonna go Carl. Carl and Pinky, wicked. And here we go, we got some lizard people in here. Oh, wicked, all right, nice one. I love her. We'll leave the filter on for a while, guys. Do let me know if the filter's bugging you and it's not coming out good on your screen. Just say it, right? If you need to get something out to me, shout. Don't be afraid to shout. Hit me with block capitals and it will definitely stand out. If it's something that can improve the stream, then definitely shout. If you've got requests as well, we can have a look at them. Wicked. Sorry, just look at it again. Yeah, so yeah, man, the French press thing is awesome as well. Going back to the coffee thing, man, got to cut those capsules. Have like a double cup, man. I got this big cup. I love homie seeing my big cup. I got a massive cup, and yeah, man, I like having coffee on that after I wake up. Again, I got to send props out to my wife, man. When I'm on night shift, on the days she's at home and I wake up, like I call her and she knows the drill. I'm like coffee, and she makes that double cup of coffee, and I drink it, man. Like I don't know what I'll do without her, man. Such an awesome lady, man. So blessed to have like a great wife, and that's important, guys. You know, whoever your partner in life, if you've got a good partner, then life becomes nicer and easier, man. And you know, she does things to make my life nice. So always appreciated. Yeah, you know what? I loved homie. Hopefully so, man. Hopefully so. It might be. I think he might be taking a break from this for a bit, and he might be focusing on arcade cores. I gotta be honest, right? I want some more arcade cores. I want Proteus now. I want X-Men. My kids are waiting for X-Men because we'll do a live stream. I try and do a 4-player one, but then they start using their real names and doing everything rather than the code names we give them, right? Because hey, we want to keep, especially my kids' names and things like that. We want to keep them away from the interwebs, right? You know, like I said, most of you guys are super awesome, but you know, there are a few weirdos out there, so don't want them knowing that stuff. So I told my kids when we do a stream, it'll be one at a time. So I've done it with my eldest son. Now the youngest one's going to come and do it. So hopefully when X-Men comes out, and I'm waiting for that, man. I want Parodius, there's Sunset Riders, there's a whole bunch of games, man. And hopefully we'll get something soon from Ortega. I mean, he's been doing great work on revisiting old cores and actually improving them. You know, all issues that were reported on GitHub, he's been addressing them along with other people, and it's just making the whole JT ecosystem a lot better. So that's awesome. So again, you know, that's cool. It's always nice to get new cores as well. Like whenever we get a new core, I feel like a kid that's just got a new game. I'm not really so much into new games, right? I'm not going to buy too many new games, right? New Monster Hunter comes out, I'll buy it. New Castlevania comes out, I'll buy it. New Street Fighter comes out, I'll buy it. Anything else, like I want to play the RoboCop game. It's already dropped in price. Once it hits that £10-12 mark, I'll pick it up on Steam. Dragon's Dogma 2 is another game I want to play, and I'm going to have a look to see what it plays like, and hopefully it's not too shabby, right? And if it's not, right, okay, okay, sorry, I'm doing stuff here, right? So let's go into different areas, right? And hopefully that game's decent. I've seen it already for £38 on like CD keys, but I'm gonna restrain from buying it because you know what, like, yeah, I've just got to, don't get me wrong, money's tight, but it's not as tight as if I really wanted to play a game and I knew I'd be playing it, I would buy it. But I'm gonna get it and I'm not gonna play it. So, and also I want to see what when Dragon's Dogma comes out, I want to see what it plays like on the Steam Deck, because that's what I'll be playing it on. And if it plays like sub 30, ideally you want 40 FPS on the Steam Deck. That's kind of like what I aim for. So that's something. Yeah, I love Tommy. I'm proper looking forward to that, man. I mean, I like number one, but I just kind of kept getting lost in it. I had no idea what I was doing. I thought it was great, the enemies I encountered, but then I just end up dying in that game, man, on the road. You know, wolves. What is it? Wolves hunting packs. Loved, like, you know, your minion system where you upload them. Like, I played it on the Switch at a certain point, and I played it on Steam. And a friend of mine was like, oh yeah, I downloaded your player. And it's nice that when you make them, because it's a Capcom game, you can make your pawn. Is it your pawn or your minion? I think it's called your pawns. You can name them after Street Fighter characters. So I had one called Borog, and a friend of mine at work said, hey man, I was playing that and I downloaded, like, I bought your pawn. And I was like, oh, wicked. So that was a good system in there, man. Do you know what, Otaku? I don't mind Tekken. I kind of like Tekken 7, but there's a few reasons I won't get it. A, there's a big learning curve to it, and if I'm going to play it, I'm going to have to get into training mode and check stuff out, right? So that's one of the reasons. Okay, let's put on another game, because this is going to be a lot of text, right? And then we'll start talking while we do that stuff, right? So let's exit this. But this is a good game, guys. A good game to play in handheld mode, Biomotor Unitron. When the time comes, you know, definitely check it out. It's well worth checking out. So, well, let's look at Bust the Move Pocket, and hopefully, because it's black and white, it'll kind of work all right. Yeah, so with Tekken 8, so like I'm not good at 3D games, like, generally speaking, right? Especially 3D fighters. Like, I like Soul Calibur, but I've played okay on it, and Soul Calibur 2 is probably the 3D game I was best at, because the guy I used to play with was like the best in the UK. Like, the guy was just amazing. So it ended up playing him in sessions. We used to play Capcom versus SNK 2, and yeah, so, and that was his game. So he kind of taught us how to play, and it was a lot of fun. But Tekken, I've got to learn it. That's one thing. I'll spend the money on it. I just won't have time to play it, man. And, you know, I don't want to spend like the best part of £50 on a game. Now, you know, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I was a single guy, and, you know, there was other factors that kind of come into it. Yeah, then cool, I'd get it, you know, because I tend to get fighting games. One question about Tekken 8 though, Otaku. Otaku the Great, sorry, let me say your full name. Otaku the Great, have they resolved the issues with the disconnects online? Because, yeah, I just read that it was terrible, like the disconnects. I saw a Reddit post about it. As soon as you go online, it just disconnects, and hopefully that's something they resolve, because let's face it, these days we get stuff, right? And the game's not complete. They released the game knowing there's going to be a day one patch. But yeah, oh, I love Homie. Yeah, we can do Sonic. I don't think Sonic works though. I don't think it's part of the backwards compatible ones that works. But by all means, we can definitely have a look at it. No, it's not there. Right, so let's go back out. It's gonna be in. It's probably gonna reset the core. But you know what? It's all about having fun. My streams are always about chilling. So I'm quite happy to chill, and I like hanging out with you guys, man. I've had it a little bit tough at work, man, recently, guys. Like, yes, it's been a change, right? I mean, I can't really talk too much about it online as it's a public thing, and yeah, I don't think. Okay, there you go. This software cartridge is only available for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's nice to get the match. Okay, so Otaku, Otaku, going back to Tekken 8. Smooth, does it keep disconnecting, or can you keep rematching people and playing them? I guess that's like my main question on that. So let's go back out. Right, let's go to color compatible. Bust the Move. What's this Crush Roller? I don't know this game. We'll have a look at this. Oh, okay. I was incorrect about that. That didn't work. Okay. Okay. Now I need to reset the core. Right, it's not letting me reset it. So quit and into that again. Yeah, so yeah, in regard to my videos, there's going to be, I can see there being less videos coming out just because of availability of my time. My priority will always be the weekly news video, because that's like the main video on the channel. That will always be, and I'll try and do live streams and other little random videos in between. But yeah, I just don't, all of a sudden, a lot of my free time that I used to kind of have has gone, which kind of sucks. It's on PC, yeah, okay. Okay, for Tekken it hasn't been up there. See, that's what I'll play. I'll play it on the PC. Does anyone know what performance of Tekken 8 is like on the Steam Deck? Because that's something that would tempt me to get it, right? I'm not a big fan of the D-pad on the Steam Deck, but funnily enough, Mortal Kombat and Tekken, I can play those on pad. I don't even need a great pad to play them. So, I mean, I'm not playing Tekken at a high level, but I do find the execution, I don't know, I find it easier than like 2D games like Street Fighter and all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting to know what it plays. You know, you need 60 FPS on there. And if you can get that on the Steam Deck, now the Steam Deck can do Tekken 7 at 60 FPS. If it can do Tekken 8 at 60 FPS, that'd be wicked. Okay, up to 2 wins, yeah. So Otaku, yeah, that 2 wins rematch thing, yeah, I get that. What about private rooms? If you make a private room, right, with your friend, you should be able to play as much as you like. I picked up Tekken 7 on a deep discount. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they go cheap because you know what? With fighting games, it's always a bit. Oh wow, what's this game here? What do I do? Paint the town red, right? Okay, this is interesting. So with games like fighting games, it's always the most recent ones in the series that are the most popular, right? So what happens is, like, for example, Mortal Kombat 1 came out, so Mortal Kombat 11 yeah, became a lot cheaper. You know, you can, I think I bought like the ultimate version on PC for like £6, even though I had it already for the Switch, because I like playing it online. And given it looks a bit horrible on the Switch, but it plays really, really well on the Switch. Like, as far as online fighters go, man, like that game is good on the Switch. Forget the visuals, it's not going to look all that pretty, but as far as playability goes, yeah, man, it looks wicked on the Switch. Right, let's load another game. And so yeah, apart from, sorry, old games that are still popular are like Third Strike, Super Turbo, King of Fighters 98. The really, really retro ones, they would still be popular. So, but I'm talking about like games in the last 5 or even 10 years. Like, for example, Street Fighter 4. What's this? ARMS, Beast Buster. I might systematically just start going through them. Oh wow, is Mortal Kombat 1 dead online already? That's just new. I was actually half tempted to pick that up, but I have to say, right, the Mortal Kombat games are disgusting. Like, when I was a kid and I saw Mortal Kombat 1 and I saw Scorpion's Fatality, I was like, wow, cool. But even though it was like kind of FMV stuff, it was still comical, right? But dudes, the new ones are disgusting. Like, absolutely disgusting. No wonder no one does like fatalities in tournaments. It's you know, you can do them, but it's an unwritten soft rule, isn't it? That don't be a douche, don't do, but they look disgusting. Like, it's the one thing that puts me off the game. It's like, I'm just not into that ultra violent stuff, man. It's disgusting, seriously disgusting. Something like Tekken, yeah, I got more respect for. But what I wouldn't mind learning, I really hope a new Virtua Fighter comes out. A new VF comes out, and I hope it's got like really good rollback netcode. I hope it comes out for PC. I just hope like we get something like amazing with VF, because VF is a game I would like to play and learn. I've got a few friends that are heavy into it, and you know, anyone that I've spoken to that plays both games always says that Tekken is checkers and VF is chess. It is chess. That's the difference between the two. Now, I've never really been great at VF, but it looks like a good game. It looks wicked. Oh, all right, okay. So Otaku, so Tekken. So I thought, okay, so for example, now like a player like Sonic Fox, right? He doesn't play Tekken as far as I know, but he does play Mortal Kombat. So you've got a different crowd for the Mortal Kombat games. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've never been the biggest fan, right? And the reason I haven't been the biggest fan is I really dislike the block button. I'm used to the block button in Soul Calibur, but it's the way my mind processes that game is different. Mortal Kombat, I'm not a fan of the block button. When I played 11, and I played that quite a bit online, I played it a lot online and I enjoyed it online. I got used to using the block button. I just wish Injustice like had a longer life and it ran. Now, the weird thing about those games is like when you play Street Fighter, you do a fireball, right? You do soft, medium, hard punch. It's the same move and you got 3 different strengths of it, right? But in the Injustice games, like you got 3 attack buttons and 1 special or something, and a quarter circle with each one is 3 different moves, which you kind of have to remember which button with which, you know, down, well, it's got the down forward instead of a rolling quarter circle. Yeah, okay, wow. Oh, wow, wow, okay. Let me shoot you. However, maybe I'm supposed to think to this person. Go to the graveyard of darkness. Right, so guys, this is a game that's gonna need a save file, right? Okay. Okay, right. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Which way we're going? Oh, we must be having to go down here. Let's have a look. Let me just cycle through the filter and see if anything. Well, I wonder if this one looks better. I'm going to look at my smaller screens while I do it, because that gives me a good idea of how it looks. I've got 3 different size screens. I've got 3 screens. All of them have got this on here. And you know, I've got to give props to my wife, man. Again, I've got 3 screens in the bedroom. Oh, this is spooky. Should we play it in red now? Let's go back out. I don't know. I'm trying to see which one kind of looks the clearest. This one's not bad. I think the reflective one kind of... Okay, so... Okay, let's try this one for a bit. I can't remember if that's the one we had. Alright, let's go. Okay, guys, I'm digging this game, you know. I'm definitely digging this game. There are a lot of shots, though, I have to say. And you can go diagonal. I thought maybe you can't. Things going for me, man. So this will be an interesting game to play when the save feature kicks in. Well, those things there like to pop out. Yeah, come on in. Oh, I need to charge my power. Okay, wow, finally. Do I go in here? Okay, interesting. What's here? Can I? Okay. Again, a very interesting game with a title. Not something that I knew back in the day or anything. It's not something I ever saw, even knew anyone actually having this. Okay. Okay, so you go back out. Okay, got in here. Let's go back out. So there's only 2. Right, let's go on to another game anyway. But this game looks good, guys. This game is called... I forget what it's called. Let's reset again. Done that like every time now. Not once have I pressed or maybe I've done it once, but most times I haven't. Right, so this game is called Dark Arms Beast Buster. Interesting. Dive Alert Becky's version. Right. Let's have a look at you, Becky. See what you can say. Okay. Yeah, so Sizer saves doesn't work on the core yet. I think what SNK Kev's referring to is on actual hardware. Oh, is it crashed? Okay, interesting. This is crashed. Now, let's try something here, right? Let's go back to... Let's just go back to... Here we go, normal. Let's see if we can reset the core. Wait, we can. Let's just try and load it again. Let's just see. Let's see. I don't think the screen filter should make a difference. But you know what? Let's turn them off. Let's go vanilla for a little while and see how that goes. Now, let me know if you prefer it with screen filters on or off. Okay, that's crashed with that as well. No problem. Let's try the next one. Load cartridge, Dive Alert, Matt's version. So is Matt gonna be a little bit more fortunate than Becky? Yeah, guys, you know, one thing I don't like about these new games as well, right? There's a few things I don't like about them. So with Tekken, right, you buy it, but they're kind of encouraging you to buy like the ultimate super version. Okay, so this isn't working right now. Okay, so this is crashing. Yep. Okay, so let's reset that. At least it's not, the game's crashing, but it's not crashing the core because we can still get into the core, right? So let's go. Let's see what's just next down. Fantastic Night Dream. Oh, Cotton. Yeah, this is good. I think this works. I'm pretty sure I played this. Looks really nice. A really good handheld version of Cotton. Right, so sorry. Going back to like Tekken and stuff, right? I hate the fact that you buy the OG version, then you want to buy the ultimate version with all the characters. I mean, like generally with fighting games like Street Fighter 6, I haven't bought the season pass. I'm only going to play Blanca in that game. I'm not interested in playing any of the other characters. Blanca feels somewhat like OG Blanca. So I like Blanca in that game. So I'm not going to, the DLCs, you know, I don't really have people coming around for sessions. I don't need the whole cast. I'll play it online from time to time, so I'm good with the vanilla version. And the other thing that I hate, right, is like, let's say I don't play Street Fighter. I don't play Street Fighter games that much, right? So Street Fighter 6, right, using Blanca in it. Let's say I don't play it for a while and season 2 kicks in, and then I realize, okay, you know what, these guys have they've added so many changes to it now. Like some of my combos aren't going to work, you know. And you've got to kind of relearn the game, which is annoying, right? So when we had games back in the day before the internet days, if the game come out and it was broke, man, you dealt with it. In tournaments, it became like an unwritten rule, and people most part respected it, right? So for example, like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, no one picks Pet Shop, which is like a little eagle that's a quarter the size of a normal character, maybe even less, and just destroys absolutely everything that's on screen. Just destroys you. So you know not to pick Pet Shop. It's just, you don't do it. For a long time in Japan, Old Sagat was banned, even though I think he's powerful, but I don't think he's worth a ban, mainly because I like using him. But yeah, so there's this soft stuff in there. Capcom vs SNK2 had roll cancelling. It became a part of the game. Now everything just gets patched, which is annoying. I don't like it. And you know, when you got the game, when you got the old games like Street Fighter 2, no one tried to say, oh, by the way, here's Champion Edition as DLC for additional characters. I mean, I get it in the sense that if you think of each expansion as a separate game, so and I guess in that way it's justifiable a bit more, right? So instead of, let's see Street Fighter 2, we had 5 iterations of Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Turbo, aka Hyper Fighting, Super, and Super Turbo, right? And they were sold as 5 separate games. So let's just say a console version of that game was £60, right? So you've ended up spending £300 on 5 different versions of Street Fighter, right? Just chucking ballpark figures out there. So in that kind of sense, if Capcom are releasing Street Fighter 6 now, and there's 4 seasons, those 4 seasons could be like 4 versions of the game. I guess in that sense, the DLC that you're paying for isn't as expensive as buying the whole game again. So, I mean, you know what? I've just kind of countered my own argument of what I don't like. Right, let's have a look at the next game. Yeah, no, so see, it's, yeah, Scissor. Yeah, for the Analogue Pocket, yeah, it doesn't save yet, man. That's one of the things, and that's one of the things hopefully we'll get. And for anyone, you know, saying when will we get? Okay, what's this? Facility, right? If anyone's saying when will this be a public call, guys, like, we don't know. Whenever Hotego feels it's ready, it's in a good stage, it's ready to be a public call, cool. But if I was to give you like what I think of it, and this has no science behind it, this is just based on nothing but a hunch, right? I would say, oh, that's really loud, isn't it? Let's turn that down a bit. So I would say that this game, this core will take longer to come out as a public one than any of the arcade cores before, because you know, the initial version gave Hotego a lot of issues with it. He had to restart it from scratch with stuff that he learned while developing the Konami Splatterhouse core, and obviously he got it working, which is great. But we don't know if other issues are going to arise. Hopefully nothing will, but these things happen. And if he starts doing other projects in between and kind of leaves this alone for a bit, you may never, you know, we may not see this for quite some time. So, you know, I suggest to anyone that wants the core, you know, you can go for the lowest tier on Hotego's Patreon, and then you can just get that core, make sure you back it up and everything. You've got that version of the core, and that's it. You use that, you know, you've got that version of the core there. You can always right, you can always join a Patreon, get the files for that time, cancel it and rejoin it. There's nothing to stop you from doing that, right? Obviously a passive income for a developer, because Hotego does have a team where he pays, I think he's got like a couple of members of staff, right, full time, that work on this stuff. So if it wasn't for Patreon, he wouldn't have those full-time members of staff. And if it was only him doing it with like a Patreon that wasn't as successful, it'd probably take longer for us to get a lot of these cores. So there's that money is put to good use, right? And I'm sure some of that money is used as payment for doing the work, right? Because rightfully so, you're putting in a lot of hours, you're doing a lot of work, you deserve to get paid, you know. A lot of developers have got a full-time job, they're doing this stuff as well, so you can imagine, right? Time is limited, you know. You spend, let's say, a third of your maybe you spend at least half of your waking life at work. This is not counting sleep, right? In some cases, like my job is 12-hour shifts, so I'm actually spending probably closer to like 2/3 of my waking time at work, right? And then you've got your additional days off apart from that. So, you know, people have to juggle stuff, but it's nice. Tago's got a good, the way he's got everything set up, he's got a good workflow, he's got a good team. When he starts working on stuff, the stuff comes along quickly, and I can't wait for like new cores, multiple games to test, some crashing, no saves. Yeah, oh, definitely, Michael C. It's definitely going to be a minute, man. It's going to be. I again, you know, I could be completely wrong. Like you could see like a Friday or next Friday or whatever. It could be, oh wow, you save support is here. I'm making it public. Like I can't speak for Ortega. All I can do is make assumptions, and you know that's why I want to be clear. These are assumptions, clear cut assumptions that these could take a while. Guys, this game kind of looks all right, you know. Analogue Pocket will continue to she like a fine wine. Well, yeah, age. Okay, I got that one. I'm thinking, what are you meaning? Well, she. You're on your mobile, obviously, because autocorrect kicked in. Right. What was I gonna say? Well, just like my mind just went reset there. But okay, is this like an advanced war type of game? I wonder. Like the character Show. I wonder if that's Show from Breakers. Can't be, right? Hey, you never know. It's Neo Geo. I can hear like water. Sounds like a crashing. That's a constant sound there. I'm glad I turned that one down and picked that up. What's good is obviously I can notice when the sound goes high. Also, guys, if you're just tuning in, just want to say hi. We're checking out the latest beta from Hotego of the Neo Geo Pocket core. Now, this core hasn't been massively updated or anything, but the user friendliness has gone up significantly. I recommend using an updater. Supply your own ROMs. Put them, you know, as you do, which I'm sure you would. What is it? Assets, Neo Geo Pocket or NGP or JT NGP, and then in common, that's where your ROMs go, right? But it will get everything else out there for you. It's wicked. It's well worth playing, and I recommend this more on the Analogue Pocket than the MiSTer. I love the MiSTer, and out of the two machines, like MiSTer's the machine that I prefer when playing on a TV, but you can't play the MiSTer as a handheld yet. So for handheld, Analogue Pocket, no competition. And these games, at least for me, are much better played handheld. What I can't wait for, and I hope it gets implemented, and I did ask Hotego this ages and ages ago when he kind of started beginning, or at some point during his development, I said, are you going to add link cable compatibility? And he said, look, it won't be there initially, and he's not going to halt the release of the core or a beta version of the core in order to get like a two-player link cable support. But hopefully that's something we get in the future, because you know my cousin he's got an Analogue Pocket as well. I convinced him to buy one. I was like, you've got to get one, you like the Game Boys, this does everything, like get it. And in the end he got it, and he was just chuffed. Now I'm kind of convincing him to get a dock, because you know with screen filters and everything you've got now, the dock is just absolutely awesome. It doesn't have a MiSTer. I keep meaning to like lend him my second one with the dual RAM for a bit, because I don't use it all the time, right? But hey man, I've got it as part of my sponsorship deal with MiSTer add-on, so it's nice to have like a mobile MiSTer, but I keep forgetting to take it around there when I do go around there, or when I am going around there, I decide to do like a dual RAM Saturn video. Right guys, this is a tactics game, so it looks good, but I'm not going to play it now because my brain ain't ready for tactics right now. Oh wow, okay, okay, cool, let's go. Right, what's really funny, right, is sometimes like after night shift I'm a little bit off. And I know in my head, my thinking isn't to what my normal thing, right? Fatal Fury F Contact isn't quite like that, right? Or isn't quite up to par. I know I don't feel sharp. And I speak to my work colleague when, for example, we've dealt with something, or I've had like a meeting, and I've said, look, man, I ran on fumes on that, man. Like, I don't know. He goes, look, man, you come across all right. There was absolutely no issues. Like, but I know myself when I'm running, I'm trying to remember everything. That's why I end up taking a lot of notes. I'm always taking notes at work because especially on night shift, I just end up forgetting a lot of stuff, man. And, you know, if you guys are regular on the channels, you know, when I talk about my mum sometimes, I say she's got dementia. I always have the thought in the back of my head when I forget stuff that I hope I don't develop that condition in the future because, you know, I've seen what it does. I've seen other people that have had it, but it doesn't quite hit you when it comes home. And this is crashed. I think the Fatal Fury one did for me previously. Oh, no, it hasn't. Hold on. Okay, this is weird. The Fatal Fury games, right, this is really, really weird, right? So it was either Fatal Fury or King of Fighters I tried earlier. It freezes, right? But when I press select, right, it doesn't reset. If you see it, every time he's moving, I'm pressing select. I'm kind of holding my pad up as if you can see it now. Each frame that advances with the select button. If you're used to arcade calls, the coin button, right? And that's really, really weird. Like, okay, I'm going to stop pressing select. I'm going to press select now. Now. So what's really good is if I want to get like make something for a thumbnail, I usually 90% of the time use my actual gameplay footage from the video as a thumbnail. Like that's most commonly the case. It's very rare that I don't use an actual image for the game because I don't want to be misleading. I want you to see what you're gonna get. The only thing that I might do sometimes, okay, see, I'm pressing that select button. But anyway, that's kind of crashed. So it won't let me reset the core because I reset the core with a select button and it won't let me do that. So we're gonna have to exit the core. But guys, I know this core has issues. Oops. But you know what? Compared to what it was, honestly, it really, as far as usability goes and a good user experience, it really has come a long way. And I think there's a way that it goes into the handheld section as well, which I haven't got. I might need to do something there. Heredity. Oh, I really hope not, man. I really hope not. The only thing is, so like my dad's cool, but none of my grandparents had dementia. So my mum was the first to kind of get it, man. But it does scare me, man. I mean, you know, if something's inevitable, you can't do anything about it. So you make your peace with it, right? So that's what you do, right? Okay, so let's try. I know we've done a King of Fighters earlier. What's this one? Master of Suyugi. I'm not sure if we tried that now. Let's try that one out. Okay, that's quite funny. Yeah, you can exactly pinpoint it when everything happens. Yeah, I was doing it earlier, and in fact, the thumbnail that you see for this was as a result of exactly the same thing. I just got the image was there, and I got it there, and there was like a smaller one as well. And I was going to use that, but then I didn't. Okay, Master of Suyugi. Oh, okay. What's this one? It's going to have to be a fighter, right? Which would be? Let's be this guy, because maybe it's going to be like Ken Ryu. I thought it was a fighting game. It's a mahjong game. Let's get out of here. That's quite funny. Look at the way you picture characters in there, right? Only the Japanese games can do that. They can make mahjong look so cool. Like you've got like a whole bunch of fighters there, but you haven't. You've got people that are going to come down and play mahjong. Absolutely brilliant. Complete class. Right, what's Melan-chan no Shichi Nuku Nini? I'm surprised I haven't got Rockman in all the Japanese games that I've got there. I haven't got that. Guys, time out. 1 sec. Just going to take a sip of water because all this talking makes my mouth dry. And you probably heard that guzzle guzzle, you know. I don't mute the mic. I have got a mute button for it somewhere though. I have to. Oh, okay. That started off well, but it looks like it's crashed. Right, let's reset the core. What's weird is when it crashes on a white screen, and when you reset the core, it goes to a white screen. So I don't really know if it's reset. Oh, Neo Cherry Master. That's okay. What's happened here? All right. Okay. All right. That's weird. Let's see where it goes to now. Is it going to load that game? Okay. See if it loads it again. No? Okay. I'm going to quit the core for good measure. We're going to try Neo Cherry Master again just to see how it works. You know what I have to say? I absolutely love the Analogue Pockets. I love the menu. It's so snappy and so fast. And I always refer like to the Xbox One menu, which is so slow and sluggish. They just haven't got that right. So let's go here. Here we go, Neo Cherry Master, right? Let's see if it boots up on a fresh launch of the core. Go through all of this as well. I really hope Analogue come out with like a horizontal kind of held console. That'd be great. Okay, a Shugi game on the Dreamcast. Okay, so here we are. We're in Cherry Masters. See that? It kind of didn't work after a core crash, but now it's working when I kind of relaunch the core. So remember, when you're playing around with this core, let's do simple mode. So when you're playing around with the core, do stuff like that. Exit the core, load the game fresh, mess about with it a bit. Right, so what's simple mode? Oh man, this is I've never really been into fruit machines, man. I used to watch all my friends like play it, you know, when we used to go out to the pub. Okay, I don't know what skill there is to it, right? Apart from, is it going to let me win? Okay, the sound. Okay, so Unloved Home, if it's still there, I did hear the sound. The sound was still going after the thing stopped spinning. See, look, once that stops, you're going to hear the sound. What? Oh, no, sorry, no, it didn't go extra. The bottom one was spinning. So we're good over there. Let's have a look. Let's now load the next game. I'm not really into the slot stuff. Oh, Neo Cup 98, that's a football game. Or as some of you guys will call it, soccer. We call it football over here, man, because, you know, it's a ball and you kick it with your foot most of the time. So let's have a look. This should be fun. I think I may have played this. I think my brothers may have had this. Oh, has this got like a RPG element in there or something? Yeah, we'll go England. I don't know what they're like at the moment. You know, I love all this stuff in there, especially if it's not a strategy game, you're actually playing the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, football strategy games are actually quite decent. What's that one on the DS? I've always wanted to play it. I think it's Inazuma 11. I think there's a cartoon of it as well. I was always tempted to play it. I never got around to playing those, but you know, I have to say they look good. Coach begin. Ah, okay, so it is like a real-time game as well. This should be fun. Ah. No, I thought someone would be there for me to pass it to them. No. No. Okay, good on you, goalie. Do you know my favourite football game, right? What's everyone's favourite football game? I have to say, my favourite one to this day has to be Sensible Soccer on the Amiga. Like nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Pro Evo. I think Pro Evo is fantastic. I used to play it really. I really enjoyed them on the PlayStation 2, right? Even the PlayStation 1, there was an alright Pro Evo from what I remember on that. But man, Pro Evo, the Pro Evo games, 1, 2, whatever ones they were on the PS2 were fantastic. But if I had to pick one game, Amiga, man, Amiga, even the Atari ST version of Sensible Soccer was just fantastic. Okay, this game has a lot of charm, man. Come on, give me that ball. He's probably running around with it, man. That's quite funny. The AI is funny in this. Should really be kicking it out, right? Okay, he did. After showing off in his own defense. What a badass. Again, the thing I really like about this game is all like the intros and stuff you get at the beginning. It just makes it look really good. Come on, you can do it, son. Come on. Characters look really good in this one. You can see their faces on a bigger screen. You notice they'll look a lot better when you're playing this on your Analogue Pocket in handheld mode, but it don't look bad on the big screen, I have to say. Ooh. Oh wow, that was actually quite good for me. Unusual. No, that's just as bad, right? All right, let's run the next game. I really do like this controller, the 8-bit though Pro 2, man. It's a Bluetooth one. You can use it wired as well, but it's got like the 4 switches on the back to go between X input, input, switch mode. It might even work on the PlayStation. Really like it with the Analogue Pocket. I just find it works really, really well. There's no disconnects. It never goes funny. It just works really, really well. So what's this one? Pocket. Okay, we tried Pocket Tennis already. What's this? Renketsu puzzle, right? Let's have a look at this. Renketsu puzzle. So look at some of the chat. Cool. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance form factor would just be wicked, guys. Yeah, SNK sprites, they're wicked, man. Absolutely wicked. Even all this stuff here, it's just got a very, very unique charm to it. You know what? What's going on with Wayne Rooney now? Wayne Rooney. I'm not really big into football, right? But I do know that he was a manager. He became a manager for a team, and I think they were about to get relegated to a lower league, and I think they fired him from. So he's no longer a football coach, right? He's no longer a manager. He's an ex-manager, right? What's this game here? No idea what we're getting into. I can't even remember what we loaded to. Oh, it was a puzzle game, wasn't it? Oh, okay. Cool. Again, look at that thing at the bottom. Kind of looks like Twin B. What am I doing here? Am I pulling stuff down? What the hell am I doing? Ah, interesting. Wow. Can I do... Ah. Okay. Do you know, one thing that makes a really good puzzle game, right, is when you start playing it, and all of a sudden... Oh, okay. I thought that would work, no? Oh, do I need to... Ah, okay. I'm kind of getting the drift of it, right? Need to link 2 sides, left to right. Okay, interesting. Do you know what a good puzzle game is, right? Where you can... I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't the basis of every good puzzle game. But maybe that's some kind of special move there, no? Oh. That you kind of work out almost instantly, right? Okay, so let's do... Okay, this is interesting, right? What's it called? So this is called Renketsu Puzzle. Interesting game. Interesting game. Right, let's reset the call quickly. But that's an interesting puzzle game. That'll be a fun one. That's one that I recommend trying out in handheld mode. It seems simple and it seems straightforward enough to just play and enjoy. Okay, Samurai Showdown 1 crashed, so we're not going to try that again. Let's now go to... So we've kind of gone through the Pocket one. Let's go to the backwards compatible one. Baseball Stars. Yeah, we've Crush Roller, Dark Arms. Fantastic. Oh yeah, we've done Cotton, we've done Felsi. Oh, let's try King of Fighters round 2. Did that crash the core? Did that work? Okay, hopefully, yep, it looks like it's working. Awesome stuff. Yeah, wicked. Ah, oh, the soundtrack's down because it was too loud. Let me turn it up. That is banging, guys. What a soundtrack. And again. Yeah, soundtrack's wicked. Let me put it up again. Yeah, that soundtrack is wicked. Right, let's start some of this. I can't remember if we played round 2 before or which one we played. Yeah, I think it might have been round 2, you know, it looks very, very familiar. Let's go Rayo this time. Let's go Terry. Let's go Athena. I wonder if Terry's rising tackle is down and up or if it's like a dragon punch in this. You know what? I want to put a screen filter on this one. Not the grayscale. Alright, let's use this for now. You know what's really funny, guys? A bit of trivia here. You see the fireballs that they've got here? You know Dan from Street Fighter games, right? Street Fighter Alpha. I think, did he come in Alpha 2 first or Alpha 3, right? Dan
is basically mocking all these SNK characters with their little fart of a fireball, you know? Like that fireball. Which I think is brilliant. How amazing is that, right? Nice grab there. I've always liked Athena as a character. I think Athena's been a good character in SNK fighting games. Let's cycle through to another filter. Is that one better? I forget. The fireballs in there. Has he not got a hurricane kick? No, he's got a fireball with kick. Weird, you've obviously got a limited roof set, a limited move set in here. I'm trying to do his forward half circle. I don't know what the moves are, to be honest. Nice. DP'd. Yeah, this is good. The fighters on this are good, man. And what's going to be really interesting is when we get link cable support for this at some point. I really hope we do. It'll make it interesting. And if your buddy's got a an Analogue Pocket as well, you can run the core and you can play stuff you know, with your buddy on here. I wonder if when Analogue actually released their version of their version of the Neo Geo core, I wonder if they'll release another link cable that will let you link, you know, your Analogue Pocket cartridge, or hopefully the Open FPGA side. They'll let you link that to an actual Neo Geo Pocket. I mean, that would be interesting because I've linked an Analogue Pocket to Game Boys, and you know what? It's wicked. No, Unloved Homie, this isn't 98. This is, here you guys, called King of Fighters Round 2, my bro. And you know what? If you haven't played it, play it. You'll like this. You'll definitely like it. All right, let's cycle to another filter. Oh, that don't look too bad, the LCD Plus. Kind of like how this looks. Okay, so let's go Athena. I can't remember all the moveset and everything. We'll go Terry next. Do you know what's really nice as well is the combos, they link a lot easier on here as well. So yeah, there was a way to link the Neo Geo Pocket to the Dreamcast, but I'm kind of talking more linking the Analogue Pocket to the Neo Geo to the Neo Geo Pocket. Sorry, yeah, the Analogue Pocket and the Neo Geo Pocket for multiplayer, in the way that you can link a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance with an Analogue Pocket. I've tried it. It works amazingly well. It really does well. And it works with Open FPGA over to like a Game Boy. So I've tried it with Game Boy cartridges with Open FPGA. I've tried it with Game Boy flash carts with Open FPGA. I've done all the combos. I've done flash cart to flash cart. Open. What doesn't work is, you know, the GB Studio stuff for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, that has no link cable support. That's like it's like a single contained file. That's the best way to look at it. So the GB Studio is only good for one-player games. Don't play any games on there that you ever want to link up on. You know, if it's a Pokemon game and you want to trade, if there's anything you want to do, don't do that in GB Studio. GB Studio is strictly for one-player games, right? Okay, Fireball doesn't go all the way. Let's have a look. Do you know, I can't wait for color support. The game that I really like on this is Capcom versus SNK. So has you got, trying to do Rising Tackle here. No, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a Dragon Punch. Do you know what would be kind of nice as well? And I hope this is something that gets added to the Analogue Pocket. I hope that in future, when you play a controller on there, right? If you've got a controller with an analog stick, you can turn the analog stick on for controls as well. I generally prefer D-pad for the majority of the games I play on here. But there are some games like, for example, like shmups. I don't mind actually playing certain shmups on analog stick. It just feels a little bit more responsive for moving around. That might just be me though. You guys might be against that, but I can play them on D-pad, but I quite like them on an analog stick as well. And I think I learned that from playing a few of them on the Switch, where before I got like the Hori left Joy-Con, it was like, okay, you know what, we need
yeah, we need to play some games on analog stick. Like, don't get me wrong, Mario Brothers, a platformer, a fighter, absolutely not on analog stick, but certain games work on it, and hopefully that's something that gets implemented on it. Guys, I dig the soundtrack for this, man. It's like a diet KOF soundtrack, and I'm not the most familiar with KOF games, right? I'm more of a Capcom guy, but I know this soundtrack mainly because it's in CVS2. Nice. All right, let's move on to the next game now. Anyway, let's see how long we've been streaming for. Maybe wrap this one up at 2 hours, right? So that'll be interesting to do it at 2 hours, right? Oh, magical drop pocket. So this is a puzzle game. Not too familiar with this. I think this is something that started working a little bit better on the Sega Saturn core, magical drop. So that's good to see. To be honest, I should play puzzle games on a monochrome screen because they would just work better for me, right? That's it. Where are we? All right, we're gonna go easy. We're not gonna go super easy. Oh, maybe is it me or is the filter just looking off? What's it look like without it? Let's go all the way back. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Look, feels a bit dark. Like the colors are a bit dark. Let's be this guy. Reminds me of, is it Sasuke from Naruto? Okay. Okay, interesting. Am I dead already? Okay, that was funny. I thought I put it on easy. I must have put it on super hard. Cool, right, okay, cool, right, let's let's check the next game. We might even be able to go through all of them, right? We've got 20 minutes left. So Metal Slug first mission we've checked out. Neo 21 Real Casino Series, right, there, let's check it out, right? Let me get my bow tie on, you know, give me a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. Yeah, no, I love Tommy, it is, 98 is the King of Fighters I've probably played the most. And obviously Capcom versus SNK 2, especially the later EO versions, had some of the newer soundtracks on there. Wow, okay. You know, I'm getting AAA this time. Yeah, my name is Oh, look at that, it's got speech for the Neo Geo Pocket. Imagine hearing that back in the day, huh? Copying out your little handheld. Oh, look, you lose. I'm resetting the core, man. Well, time to head out soon. The kids are here. Oh, wicked, I love homie. Nice one. Thanks for stopping around, man. And yeah, man, family calls, man. That guy all said, go home and be a family man, right? What's this one? Neo Baccarat Real Casino Series. Is that going to be the same thing? Or is that going to be something different? Let's have a look. Again, I really like the splash screen and the soundtrack. Is that's a different game? Or is it original mode? Yeah, that's just, oh no, it's not that same game. You know what? Laters. I'm not really into these casino games, right? I mean, if you're gonna play games like that, why do you need a Neo Geo Pocket, right? Just get something on your phone. We want a unique experience, right? Okay, so we tried Neo Cherry Master as well. The other one, what's this one here? Neo Dragon's World. Wow, there's a whole bunch of casino games. Right, I'm gonna skip that. We've done Neo Cup 98. What's this? Neo Mystery Bonus Real Casino. Wow, we've done Turf Masters. Oh, Pac-Man should be interesting, right? So do you remember Pac-Man? Now I remember the box for it. My cousin's got it, and it comes with like this little thing that goes on top of your D-pad on the machine. And what that does is it gives you square movement. It prevents you from moving it diagonally, so you don't get any errors, right? What I'm going to try here now is I'm going to quit the core. I'm going to try and run Pac-Man again. It could be, I mean,
the list I went off may have been incorrect. Maybe Pac-Man isn't backwards compatible. I don't know, but we'll try it again just from a fresh start. So, okay, Pac-Man World. Oh yeah, just got to remember, every time you start the call, you need to go through the setup. So again, when I talk about the stuff Hotego improved on the core was, previously every time you booted a new game, you had to go through the setup again. But that's gone now. You only go through the setup when you first launch the core, and it only takes a few seconds. You just keep spamming that one button because you're not going to set the time or do anything. Okay, this looks like it's not working. So let me press select, which should reset the system, but we can't tell because the screen's white. And obviously resetting it, the screen's white as well. Pocket, we tried that. Okay, let's do Poya Pop next. Wicked. Ah, nice one, Jigman. Wicked, man. Yeah, so over here right now, it's 7:15. But I know, in fact, at one point, I'm going to launch. Let's reset the core again for good measure. So, yeah, so 7:15 over here, and I know a lot of you guys are from the USA, but my viewership is becoming a little bit more diverse, right? So at one point it used to be 50% from USA, but now that 50% has dropped to it's around 40%. 10% of my viewers are from the UK, so I understand that when I do stuff, it's later in the afternoon for you guys, whereas you know it's in the evening for me. So what do we try? Was it Poya Pop? Let's see if it works after a fresh one. Let's see. That might have actually been a fresh one there again. Just keep spamming that button. Get through the setup screen. It's going to be nice. Once this course complete, it's going to be really, really nice. I mean, it's fun to play now, but I think of it as having a quick like blast on an arcade style game. Okay, see? There you go, it worked. They didn't boot before. So guys, do you remember with the Sega Saturn core and the MiSTer? If any of you guys are MiSTer owners or you watch the MiSTer streams, when we tried stuff on that stuff wouldn't work, we would reset it. We would try like different things out and eventually it would start working. I can only say this core's like that because sometimes something won't work completely, leaving the core and then coming back to it just gives it that little bit of flavor. Let's run a filter on here, not the Triniton one. Let's see. Okay, this one's a bit cooling. This one's cool. All right, let's go with this one for now. Again, guys, if you don't like any of the filters or you think they look terrible, just let me know in chat because to me they kind of look all right, you know. But when I'm looking, even on okay, so I've got the smallest screen, the YouTube window I've got that shows the health of my stream. That's got like that's got a window open like a very, very small phone window, and on that one I can see it doesn't look as good. My OBS window, which is a medium-sized window, which will be about a third of the 17-inch screen that I'm using to mainly look at it, it looks a little bit better. And on my main screen, which I think is 28, it looks fine. Okay, this doesn't have hard drop. Got to try a hard drop right after Tetris. All right, what do? Do we match the eggs? All right, can I match the 4 here? Is that gonna... Ah, okay, cool. We're good. Right, so... Again, I don't really know what the best strategy would be in here. I guess... Do you need 4 minimum? Hopefully. Yeah, okay, so 4 minimum in... As long as they're stuck together in any way. And guys, you know what? For me, right, like puzzle games, I can't play a lot of them because the colors very, very much so confuse me. To the point where, you know, like being a Street Fighter fan, I wanted to play Puzzle Fighter, but I couldn't because of all the colors that I couldn't see. But these black and white ones, they're good. I can see everything, man, to my heart's content. So really, for me, puzzles should be on monochrome systems, you know, like the original Game Boy, the Game Boy DMG, as well as like the Neo Geo Pocket, you know, before the color came in. That's really what it should be for me. But this is a decent puzzle game, man. Again, I know Puyo Puyo is a successful puzzle franchise. There's like, I think there's a Puyo Puyo versus Tetris for like the Switch. It's a series that's been going on for a long time, and you know, if something's going on for that long, it's not going to be going on for that long because it doesn't sell, right? It's going on for that long because it sells. So yeah, awesome. All right, let's have a look at the next game, what we're looking at here. Okay, cool. Let's go back. I'm kind of learning to press that reset button now. I'll probably start doing it on different calls now. I know we tried a Puzzle Bobble, but I don't know what this Puzzle Bobble Mini is. I don't know if there's variations. So let's run it, see if it looks different or anything. Oh, wicked, nice one, Jigma. We'll leave this filter on for the rest of the time, unless obviously someone comes and says, look, it's ruining my display. Often when I look at replays after, I tend not to really like the filters. Okay, so this is the same one that we played earlier. Again, a fun game. And it's always nice when you start it with this thing here. Like I can easily, like when I'm playing this now, there's no looking at it for a second and concentrating and wondering. I can see as clear as night and day, as clear as a star and moons. I can see what everything is. Okay, where do we want you to go? Again, really do like the soundtracks for this, man. It's awesome, very, very nice. But we've run this already, so let's run another game. Right. And let's load it up. Oh, what's Puzzle Link? I don't think we've run that yet. Let's see what Puzzle Link says. So even though we haven't got Neo Geo Pocket specific filters, it is nice to have certain filters on there that make it, give it that kind of handheld look. It's, oh wow, okay. Again, really do like these intros for this, man. Like the characters, they just look good. Love these intros, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Game Boy's got some good ones, but the Game Boy had a lot more games, so there was a lot more like worse intros and worse games, right? The Neo Geo Pocket, on the other hand, it didn't have as many games. It's definitely a big case of quality here. There's a lot of quality with this. Okay, let's go into normal. Yeah, let's go. Oh, is this the one that we tried earlier where you link stuff? It must be, I wonder. Yeah, it is. It's definitely that one, isn't it? Again, very interesting. Wow, okay. Don't know what the best technique is, you know, whether it's the minimal amount of pieces that you use, but again, it's a good game. Let's whack on something else. And wow, okay, so I think we've pretty much covered all the games I have. Shame I didn't have Rockman. I apologize for that. I'll try and get some more sets on there. I mean, they're only tiny. It's not like it's taking up loads of space. Actually press select there again, so I might have to go through the whole initial setup again. Right, so Samurai Showdown 2 worked. We looked at what's Shanghai Mini. Is that going to be another? Is that going to be like another one of those puzzle-ish game or mahjong game? I wonder if it's going to be a mahjong game. Okay. Oh, hold on. Is this an Olympic game? Let's. It's mahjong-a-dong. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Right, let's check the next one. Interesting stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. So, all right, guys. This will be the last game. So, I didn't actually know these were compatible, but on the list I was looking at yesterday, it said the card battler games were compatible. So that's amazing to know, because you know what? I'm a big Capcom fan. I like SNK stuff as well, and it's amazing. It'll be amazing to play these games on there. But for these, we're gonna need that support. We're gonna need that support. Wow! Look at those images there. These would make amazing thumbnails, guys. Like really, like a thumbnail with these images on there. Fantastic. Yeah, so once this, once we get a color core as well, but once we start getting a save feature, man, it's gonna look really, really good. Like really looking forward to this. Like it's wicked. I'm not even into card battling games, but once you put Street Fighter characters on there and KOF fighters and people from the SNK games, yeah, man, I'll try that out. Okay, I'm gonna play a kid. Am I playing a kid? You look how stylish this is, man. Absolute quality. I think there was one out for the DS or something as well, which I didn't really play, but this looks wicked. I always was very, very interested in this game on the system. And a game like that, it works well on a handheld, right? It looks like, not like a handheld game, right? Like a
Yeah, look at it. New Twitter pic. Me thinks low. Yeah, go for it, man. Definitely unloved, homie. Need to do it, man. Get this one going. Or just rip them straight out of this, man. Take a screenshot of the video, and hopefully it'll come out okay. But yeah, so you've got a deck of cards, right? A deck of cards goes in your pocket. So if you're playing this, your Analogue Pocket goes in your pocket, or your Neo Geo Pocket goes in the pocket. Choose a card. Oh, look at that, Charlie, Ryu. Wow. Proto Man. Wicked Feilong. So I've only got Capcom people here, man. Oh, so it's a Cap hand, right? Oh no, Capcom was my name, wasn't it? So let's go Ryu, man. Let's go the World Warrior. Okay, so I'll place him here. So is it the other guy's turn? Can I add another character? Oh, what's this? Action Awakening. Oh, not enough SP, okay. Oh, okay. Let's go end. Is it just one card at a time that you put down? I thought maybe you'll line up 3. This is cool. Awesome. Right, okay, so let's go and let's put Proto Man down there. Nice. And can we put another card? Oh no, I can't. Alright, so let's go attack. Okay, just into the ring. Okay, so there's rules to this, right? Make attack. Best form of defense is attack. Yeah, this is wicked, man. Absolute, what a game. Like, a wicked game to play the handheld. SNK Kev here, man. Wait for save support. I mean, you can play this in emulation right now, right? It's a card game, so how much accuracy do you need, right? Like games like this, I'm perfectly fine playing them on like you know, like a Amber Nick or whatever. I wouldn't play it on the Steam Deck. I play it on something smaller. You don't need too much power for this. So again, like amazing. Go on, Charlie. Charlie enters the ring. Let's attack. No, he just entered. Let's go Proton Man. Unite 2. Nice. Are we doing like a double attack? Nice. There we go. 300 a pop. Right, cool. Right, what time are we looking? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's let me run a game now. Guys, this game's fun. Like, it's a bit of a tease playing it right now because really what we want is we want that save support to come. You know, whenever it comes, whenever the time comes, and that's how we want to play it. It just looks absolutely wicked. But you know what, guys, that's kind of it, man. I'm gonna kind of end the stream here. I do appreciate everyone stopping by. SNK Kev, thanks for the super chat or super likes. Can't remember what they're called, but always appreciate that. Unloved homie, love, man. Spend some time with the family. Otaku, thank you for all your amazing insight on all the tech and stuff. Scissor, thank you. Who else was in here? We had Michael C. Stachiv. Again, nice one for dropping by. Really do appreciate it. Science Stubborn. I'm just going through chat here, just trying to Retro Tuner as well, man. Wicked guys. Check out Retro Tuner's YouTube channel. It's good. I especially like his arcade game streams. They're fantastic, man. But yeah, and Drake as well, nice one. But okay, guys, that's it, man. Honestly, thank you so much, appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, the subscription, I like all that super good stuff is appreciated. I'll see you guys around, man. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out. Peace.